In Kenya, millions of young people are stuck in a system that promises success but rarely delivers. I did everything right. I studied hard, applied for jobs, waited and hoped, but nothing. I never got a single opportunity. So I stopped chasing a life that didn't want me and created one that did. I left the city and moved to the countryside. Not because I had it all figured out, but because I was tired of waiting, tired of feeling like a failure, tired of the rat race I was never even allowed to run. In this video, I share my full story, from joblessness and pressure to finding peace, purpose, and healing through simple and slow living. This is the truth about unemployment, mental health, and choosing the village life in Kenya. Hi, this is Lynn. Welcome to my channel. While most people talk about quitting the rat race, I never even got to join it. Because despite years of schooling, endless job applications, and doing everything right, quote unquote, the truth is, I never found a job, not formally. But instead of staying stuck, I chose something different. I moved to the countryside, not as a backup plan, but as a bold move to take back control of my life. And today, I want to share a little bit of my journey and why I think this is the best decision I ever made. Growing up, we are told study hard, get a job, build a life in the city. That's like the Kenyan dream, right? Or at least it used to be. But after all the hard work, nothing came. No job, no paycheck. Just rejection after rejection. Okay, scratch that. You never really even get to see the rejection letters from the applications that you make. And watching others suffer through the same cycle does not help either. The rat race isn't just exhausting. For many of us, it's a race we are not even allowed to run. And that's when it hit me. Maybe it's not me that's broken. Maybe it's the system. So instead of chasing a future that was never promised, I decided to build one with my own hands in the village. Out here, I found something the city never gave me, a chance. I may not have a lot of money, I may not have a formal job, but I have soil and time and peace. I started with what I had: seeds, water, and faith. And slowly, something beautiful grew. Not just vegetables, but hope and a sense of purpose. Living in the village just gave me back my dignity. No boss, no endless waiting, just the quiet, steady rhythm of real life. It's like having a chance to manage your expectations. Without a job, survival had to look different. So I learned to grow my own food. I learned to live simply, to spend less, waste less, and value what I have. I don't have a formal salary, but I don't have rent, stress, or debt either. I trade, I sell small harvests, and I use what's available. Mostly, I eat from the farm. It's not easy, but it's real, and it's mine. The city taught me rejection, but the countryside is teaching me resilience. I used to feel like a failure, and meeting failure as an adult is no easy task because you're so used to winning all the time throughout the 844 system, and then it hits you that life is different, and if you meet rejection, you meet failure, and it doesn't sit well with you. No job, no car, no title to brag about. And you realize that you have to define you have to find your own identity. You have to realize that it's all in your hands and nobody's coming to help you. But the village redefined success for me. Success is planting something, albeit small, and watching it grow. It's finding joy in a quiet morning. It's living within your means, with peace in your heart. I learned how to care for animals, and how to compost, and how to fix things, and how to live with intention. Things no one taught us in school, but life forced me to learn. In this school of life, I'm not here to pretend that life is perfect. Village life is hard work. Farming is unpredictable. You depend on the seasons as they turn out, and a lot actually does just depend on God. But it's honest work and it's freeing. I may not earn a monthly salary, but I've built a life I'm proud of with less money but more meaning. I don't live for weekends anymore. Every day is mine. That's why I left the city dream behind and found a life worth living. If you, like me, are tired of waiting or feeling stuck, know that you're not alone. If that job is not coming and you have a chance to come back to the countryside, there's another way. And while it's not always easy, it's possible. Today, I live in the Kenyan countryside, off the grid, off the clock, and strangely at peace. But this journey wasn't simple. It was born out of frustration, disappointment, and a radical decision to rewrite my life. If you've ever felt like life system wasn't built for you, then this story is for you. Life here is slower, yes, but also it's deeper. Every meal I eat, I understand. Every tree I plant, I watched it grow. There's meaning in the mundane, healing in the hard work. If you feel stuck, unseen, or exhausted by fake expectations, know that it's okay to walk away. You don't have to follow the script. The countryside isn't perfect, but it's honest. And sometimes that's all we need to start again. Will you leave the rat race for a simple life? Tell me in the comment section. Like this video if you felt something, subscribe for real life stories, lessons, and slow living in the heart of Kenya. Thank you for watching. This is Lynn in the village with love.